4 years ago, I went to Zion. It was my first time, and it was amazing. And last week, I was also invited back on a similar trip, or at least just to Zion this time. And we hiked the Narrows as well as Angel's Landing. And it was quite a reflective trip because this was exactly 4 years before the date of which I got injured. And that injury pretty much altered the rest of my life because now I have chronic pain. Regardless of all of that, it became a very reflective trip. And I wanted to record my hike because I wanted to do some voiceovers and just sort of throw my thoughts out there into the world. And the beauty of our hike was so majestic that I was essentially left speechless most of the time. Plus, I needed to watch where I'm going, so I just didn't really have a lot of time to talk to myself. But I did capture some moments, and this is an interesting clip that I have, which really talks about what we do as humans. And something that comes across my mind is sort of like, hey, we all have jobs, but why are most of us pushing someone else's product, right? And I've always wanted to figure that out and just sort of lay that out there. I love these sort of philosophical questions or something that tickles our brain, maybe like a riddle. But anyways, take a look at this and listen and let me know what you think. Do you agree? Yeah, so here it is. It's kind of interesting how we need a job, right? And we kind of work for somebody else, push their product. And it's, unless you're a product that revolutionizes the world, every other product is kind of like a, 1 plus n versus n plus 1, right? 0 to 1 versus 1 to n. So they're kind of taking someone else's idea, adding like a small twist and turn, and then calling it their own. And then you as an employee look for a job, find an opportunity that pays well, pays for your utilities, and you start to define that as who you are. So my question is, if you were to do something yourself, to define yourself, and to obviously make money so that you can pay your bills, you're considered an entrepreneur. Now the real question is, can everybody in this world be an entrepreneur? Think about that for a little bit. Is there a situation where everyone can be an entrepreneur? Or, I guess the answer might be yes, but in order for you to do something on your own, you have to have either idea, time, or money, and a little bit of both, right? Time, money, resources. So, in a way, you have to kind of sacrifice your early years, or however many years, to make some sort of income so that you can buy the time back to then create something on your own. Right? So in theory, unless you inherited money, you're going to need to make some money. So in theory, everyone can be an entrepreneur, and they should, but they probably put in their time first. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed that little clip of peeking into my mind, so to speak. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are about this whole life thing that we have to do with living on Earth, making money, and having to push someone else's product. But maybe we all have to go through that in order for us to buy our time back, to have freedom back, to live a life that we want to live. Maybe our priorities are different, right? Everyone is a little different. Everyone has different mindset. Everyone has different values. So yeah, this is just a peek into the things that I think of every day. And I am just sharing it with the world to see if there's anyone out there that can relate to me. Yeah, happy to listen to what you think. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you want to see or hear more of these things. And if you've come this far, thank you so much for tuning in. I don't know what I'm doing on this channel, but I'm just gonna do it anyways. So, alright, until next time, have a good rest of the day. Cheers. I don't know what I want to do. I used to have so many grand ideas. What happened? Age? I got 10 more months of savings and I run out of money. Oh my god, so embarrassing. 37, turning 38.